Hi, this is Steffi's Beads and Baubles. Now, I recorded this as I made it, so I'm making this little bit to put at the front of my video to show you what I'm making today. And this is a charm bracelet in greens for St. Patrick's Day. And I'm going to show you how I made it and talk about the colors and different things. But I hope you'll enjoy this video, and it's something that you want to make, and we'll be making more of these over the year. So I'm happy to have you here. It's fun to be creating again, and here goes. This is a project for St. Patty's Day, and I'm going to make a charm bracelet out of all these wonderful goodies. And the first thing you need to have is a bracelet, what's called a bracelet blank. And basically what it is a piece of chain that has a jump ring and a hook and is empty that you can add your charms onto. This is a perfect project for your miscellaneous unmatched beads, the things that don't really match anything else, that maybe you have one or two of, and that you can use those unusual beads for this project. There's a little bag of stuff I haven't even opened yet. And then I decided to use clear and then some miscellaneous charms. Now I don't have any shamrock or unusual or any charms for St. Patrick's Day, so I'm just picking a few random charms. They don't have to be St. Patrick's Day charms, because actually if you make a green and clear bracelet and you wear it for St. Patrick's Day, you also have it to wear with green clothes on another day as well. So I got crystals over here, which are old jewelry, vintage jewelry I've taken apart, or actual crystals I've purchased. And these are just regular glass and a few plastic. And same with these. The green is mostly glass and there's some plastic. The other materials you'll need are some kind of jump rings. Maybe. You may or may not use these. And then you have to have head pins and looped head pins to put your charms on. And what I use these for, so I'm saying you might not use jump rings, because these I will take and hang my charm on, and then put one or two beads on the pin and then loop it and hook it on. So you can hang the charms onto a jump ring, onto the bracelet, but honestly you can do it straight from here. So I just want to show you the materials. I'm going to cut away. I'm going to make the bracelet. I'll get a few pieces done and I'll show you how I do it. The way I usually start is I count how many links are on the chain. And then I take my wire and I mock up as many charms as there are links in the bracelet. Some I will put actual charms on and then a bead, and some will just be beads. After I get that many made up, I will line them up on this cloth here before I've looped them and make sure I like them. Then I will put them in the order I want them to go onto the bracelet. At that point in time, I will loop each one, leaving them in the order I picked, and then I will start putting them onto the bracelet. So I'm going to cut away, and I will come back when I have all of the charms on the head pins ready to rearrange into the order I want them. I will be back when I get to that point. Thank you. Bye. Okay, I counted the links, and there was 33 links on the bracelet. So I made 33 charms up for this bracelet. So this is where I start, and then I just make sure that the colors, that I have the darks and the lights mixed good. I don't want like all lights and then all dark. So I'll move them around and I'll play with them a little bit till I get them all the way I want them. And then I'm going to sit down and loop them all. And when I've looped them all, I'll come back and show you how I start the bracelet. But you can see I did all kinds of charms. I did a wing and a bird's cage and a dragonfly and a leaf. And I did a sun, another wing, a one of a kind. This is a really old charm I've had a long time. Another dragonfly. This project is great for using your one-of-a-kind charms and your one-of-a-kind beads, because I'm making a St. Patrick's Day colored bracelet, but it doesn't have to be St. Patrick's Day charms. You can find them. You get about 8 or 10 for $3 plus shipping. So I could have done it, but you'd either have to buy one set of 10 and use all the same charm, or buy 5 different ones at $3 each, spend $15, and then you have a ton of St. Patrick's Day charms you may or may not use. So you can do that, and if that's what you want to do, or you know you're going to make some more as gifts or to sell, then that's the way to go. I, on the other hand, am trying to use what I have. So I chose to make the color St. Patrick's Day, but did various charms that kind of loosely go together. That way this bracelet can be worn other times of the year, not just on St. Patrick's Day. So I'm going to show you close up all the different charms. You can see how I just strung them on the post, and I looped the charm onto the round end of the looped bead wires, and then on the straight wires I just put beads. I did a nice mix of all kinds, mostly glass, but a few acrylics or plastics. And here's some, the more unusual pieces. This was from a bracelet I took apart. Many of these pieces are off of odd pieces of jewelry, and they're just a lot of fun. So I'll be back after I loop them all to show you how they all look looped. And then it's much easier actually to move them around. But the reason I like to look now is because if I want to change any beads, because if you don't notice, I tend to put the green, now this one's a green with a green. But see, now I'll move these two because I like to have a clear on the bottom next to a green. So I'll tend to do a little bit of that as I go. If you've already looped them, you can't fix it. But if you've looped it, then you can fix it. And I'm pretty happy with how that looks. I also try to put a heavy bead or heavier glass bead on the end, and I will actually probably put one on the loop for the clasp, probably a little bit heavier one, because it'll hold the bracelet clasp down. You don't want the clasp up, so probably on the jump ring of the clasp right there, I'll hang a very large bead that will hold the bracelet down so that your charm bracelet part is up and the clasp stays down. Just a neat and sneaky way to get your bracelet to hang the way you want. So I'll be back in a minute once I've looped them all. Okay, here are all the charms hooked. And then I'm going to start hooking them on the bracelet. So let me show you how I do that. I'll be right back because I got to put the camera on its tripod. Tripod. I always misstate that. Hold on. I'll be right back. Ever say a word and it just doesn't sound right to you? So you're going to take the first link, which is that one right there. I'm going to set this down and I'm going to open. And you might ask, why do you close them all the way? Because I find that you get the best loop if you close it, then reopen it. And then I want them all to be on the same side of the chain. So I'm going to, hold on, I'm going to loop it on there. And then I'm going to close it. And then you can hang it down and see. And then I'm going to keep doing that. I'll add one more, or maybe a couple more, and show you. I open it up, make sure it's on the same side of the chain. And if you remember what I mean, it's like the link has a top and a bottom. You'll be able to see after I do this second one. You'll see what I'm talking about. Hold on. Hold on here. I know I'm out of frame, but I didn't care if you saw me. Hold on. Sorry, that was my husband. He forgot I was going to be recording. He was letting me know he was on his way home. Okay, so now once you get them hung on there, now that one's kind of funky because I got a call. You can get in there with your pliers and see it's kind of crooked. I don't know if you can see, but you just get your pliers in between the chain and you just kind of pull it up like that and make sure it's nice and tight and straight. So if you want it straight. So then you look and make sure when you hold that both of them are on the same, see how it's on the bottom of the link. If you put one up here, then it's going to hang funny. Now, if you want your bracelet to be you can do it either way. You could do it all this way or every other one a different. I tend to do them this way. So I'll do one more and show you how 3 of them look hanging on there. I'm going to do this charm on there. Now, when I do the charms, I try to make sure that I get the charm hanging right. Now these are a little hard. This is a deep bead that I had it kind of stuck down in. So here, I'm going to show you. I hold it flat. Hold on, let me get it right. Okay, see how I have them hanging? Like that? I'm going to take and hold it like this. And see how it's kind of, I've bent it back? I'm going to hook it onto, hold on, it's really slippery. I'm going to hook it onto that 3rd rung. And I'm going to go through the same direction each time. So at the back of and I just hang it like that while I loop it. And then it's hanging and I take the pliers and I get in there. Sometimes it's harder to do this when you're trying to show somebody. Anyway, then you close it up, make sure it's straight. And if you don't like how it looks, you just take your plier and go in there and get it straight. And then I rehang. Every time I do one, I go ahead and do this. And then you can see. It doesn't matter if they bulge out a little bit like that, because when they're all on the thing, they're going to be staggered a little bit. So I'm going to keep going, and I'll come back when I've got them all linked on to show you the finished bracelet. And the pattern I'm doing is, excuse me, I believe it's 3 plain, 1 charm. 3 plain, 1 charm. So I'll be back in a minute. Here is the finished bracelet. I made sure that everything was on the right side of the chain. And I'm not too worried about everybody being alternated, because when you look at the whole thing, you're really not going to notice. And I liked using different shades of green. But if you were going to do a bracelet in a themed color, you don't have to do different shades. If you like dark green or light green, you could do it all in those shades. But I chose to do a variety because I like the look of the different shades of green. And what I like about this bracelet for St. Patrick's Day is the fact that you can wear it all year round. It does have charms that have nothing to do with St. Patrick's Day, but the green is perfect. And then if you want to make earrings, you can take any combination in here, or frankly, you can do any beads you want. But all you do is take one of the pins and then pick a couple beads that you like off the bracelet and just combine them to make an earring. Just the way you made the charms, the same thing. Just, and if you liked one of the charms, you could even do a charm-based earring set as well. But I like this because I just had 2 of these that I was able to use, and I had 2 of these. And this was a one-of-a-kind charm that I've had probably 20 years. I've had this charm for a very, very long time. At least 20 years. From an old piece of jewelry I took apart years ago. And, I got this upside down. That sun. But, it's just, they're going to move around. This was a one-of-a-kind bead I had. It's just a fun way to use, like, you need 2 for an earring. So, if you have a bunch of one-of-a-kind charms, one of the best ways to use them is these charm bracelets. Now, back in the day, I made these, and I sold about 20 of them. And I did red, white, and blue. I did autumn colors were very popular. I had black and white, I had purples, I had pinks, one that was orange and pink. I had a lot of beautiful ones. And they're just a lot of fun, and no two are alike. I made several autumn ones. No two are alike. So you can have a lot of fun with this, and just use up the beads that you have that are odd or different. Or you can literally go to Hobby Lobby and buy some beads that you love. Go to when they have a 50% off sale, which I've noticed at our Hobby Lobby, the bead strands are on sale most of the time. But if they're not, just keep watching, and at least 1 week a month, all the bead strands will be 50% off. And watch for the little red tags, because that means they are 75% off. And every so often you'll see a few of those. So just grab them as you can. And like, let's say you want to make a Christmas bracelet. You can buy Christmas charms. In fact, one of my boxes up there, right over here, says Christmas, and it's all my Christmas charms. So I probably will make a Christmas one for you at Christmas, and we'll go ahead and make an Easter one. I'll do one in pastels and give you some ideas of how to use the pastels. And I'll use a different type of bracelet. Now this bracelet, it's called a bracelet blank. I usually get this style, which is a curb chain, in brass and silver. I get them on Etsy for like $1 each. I think I get 10 for 10 plus a couple bucks shipping, maybe $3 or $4 shipping. And I'll buy them 10 at a time. And I've made most of my bracelets on these. But if, like me, you like to go buy old jewelry and take it apart, you can use the bracelets that you find, take them apart, or a chain on a necklace that's long enough to make a bracelet out of, and you just put on either a toggle clasp or you put on your own lobster claw and jump ring. And maybe for the Easter one I will do that. I'll show you how to take a piece of chain, make it into a bracelet blank, and then put the charms on. So we'll do that for Easter. But I want to get this done for you and show you just how fun it is and easy. And if you want a better tutorial on the charms, I did do a charm video early on, and I don't have that many videos. I think I have like 140 or a little less. So if you just scroll down, if you go to my channel, hit videos, and go down, you'll find a basic charm tutorial. But when I do the Easter one, I will go back over that a little bit. But anyway, I just wanted to show you this. I thought it came out really fun, and I probably will wear it if I go out on St. Patrick's Day. And I probably will make a pair of earrings to go with it. I'm not sure what I'll do. I have a lot of green earrings, and honestly, the fun thing about this, you can wear your leprechaun. In fact, I might wear some of those St. Patrick's Day earrings I got from my friend's jewelry. She gave me a couple pairs of cute ones, so I'll probably just wear those. That's the fun thing about this. You can't tell at a glance what beads are in this, so you can wear any St. Patrick's Day earrings with this. And if you go to Walmart, they've got a ton of great St. Patrick's Day jewelry for like $4. So you can grab some earrings, and you can grab, you can even buy some of their jewelry, take it apart, and work with it. I haven't looked through it yet, but I may do that, because for $4, if I get enough charms or pieces to work with, it might be a fun way to go. So if you want to do this, do your own, but you want some charms, check out Walmart and see, even if you just grab a couple of charms, like a couple pairs of earrings, if it's for you to wear, you might not mind paying the $4 for two charms and buy a couple different pairs of earrings. But to sell, no, I wouldn't do that. If you're going to make these to sell, then you're going to want to source your charms more inexpensively. Find a buyer or seller, on Etsy that has more than one charm you like, because most of the time they will give you a discount on shipping if you buy more than one. I know I do in my shop. So, but you can find a lot of great leprechaun or four-leaf clover charms. I've seen them on Oriental Trading Company. I've seen them on Etsy, on eBay. Everyone has them. Just put it into your browser, and you can find whatever you want, however many you want, for the price you want. It's very easy. Now, of course, for St. Patrick's Day this year, you're running out of time probably to do that. So then you might want to hit Walmart, see if there's a few charms you can pick up, maybe a bracelet that has a few charms, and you could do this with your St. Patrick's Day charms. But if not, you can make it with regular charms and then find the charms for next year and then just switch out the charms. It's really easy. Just open the loop, change the charms. But anyway, I'm going to try to get this thing uploaded for you today because I've really been lacking in content and I'm tired of just posting things I bought. I really want to share crafts with you. So this will probably be my only St. Patrick's Day project because we're already heading towards St. Patrick's Day. But I will be starting on Easter next. And I have a few things I want to do, and I wanted to show you, before I leave, I wanted to show you a couple cute things I picked up. I'm not going to do a big haul video on the antique store. I'm just going to show you these couple cute things I picked up the last time we went to that fun antique store we found. This is a llama salt and pepper, and these I guess were from Target, and because they sell them online. And I got these for 50 cents each. I don't know if that was at the antique store or the, and these, it doesn't say the price. But I know I wouldn't have paid more than a few bucks for the set. And I just think they're adorable. But anyway, I will be back very soon. I'm got some more jewelry to show you. I'm backed up on all the jewelry. Like I said, I think in my last video, these are all bags of jewelry here that I'm going to combine into one video, which I will probably record today and put up in the next couple days. But I will be working hard to get out at least one crafting tutorial a week, and hopefully more. But I do have some things in the works for Easter, and I will do at least one beaded ornament for Easter, because I know a lot of people do the trees, or they like to hang up an ornament on a doorknob of a hutch, stuff like that. So I will do at least one beaded sequined ornament for Easter. I have a wonderful selection. That bottom big one with the blue lid is all spring and Easter. So I will have some fun. I'll have some kind of fun Easter ornament. I will do a bracelet, and I've got a couple other things up my sleeve. So I'm no longer babysitting, so I'm just trying to get things organized. My work table's a bit of a mess, as you can see, but I'll get there. But I'll be back soon. I thank you so much for watching. If you're not a subscriber, I would love it if you'd subscribe. Please hit the like button. It really helps my channel grow. And I will be back soon. Bye.